Holy howdy to you, expanding beautiful gifts of creation that are zipping around our amazing galaxy each day. Kind of like reindeers and a sled and someone in that sled. Notice I did not mention Santa Claus or Rudolph, bless their jingle bells. So this spiritual nectar, Rev is sharing about old traditions that new traditions blotted out. Beautiful and powerful traditions about Christmas and winter solstice. That song, Do Re Mi, nudged Rev to create this video. This non-Christmas song stirred some energies within me towards these older traditions of Siberian and Nordic traditions of Christmas and the winter solstice. The song we know as Do Re Mi is a show tune from 1959 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, The Sound of Music. Here from the song Do Re Mi are two lines that perked my interest up for Christmas and the winter solstice. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. In the Siberian traditions and Nordic traditions around this time of year, the collar red worn by female shamans and the image of Mother Christmas and the honoring of the female reindeer was woven into their lives. Male reindeer lose their antlers in the fall, and the female reindeer have their antlers in the winter and will lose them in the spring. So who's pulling Santa Claus' sled? The female reindeers have a very powerful image with mystical energies wrapped around them for these precious folks from the North Country. Many traditions celebrate and honor the winter solstice, wringing the old and darker ways out and bringing in the new light. Who represented the bringing of the light by taking care of the dark and good ways? These old traditions are saturated with Mother Christmas, which is the mystical heritage of Siberia and the Nordic lands. This folklore beliefs of Mother Christmas has much for us to ponder upon, and these fine traditions and energies that can bless us. Rev has always been touched by the divine feminine and creation and our earth ceremonies since I was a kid. Mama Earth is feminine in many cultures. Water is feminine in many of the indigenous cultures. Entering a sweat lodge, you're entering Mother's womb. Mother Christmas, traditionally seen as a good mother here on Mama Earth, nurturing, loving, can be stern if need be to instruct her children. Mother Christmas is the spirit of this holiday season and beyond, kind, giving, caring, and loving. It is very fascinating how Mother Christmas is presented in different cultures. In Russian traditions, there is Babushka, who was asked by the three wise men to go and find Jesus with him, but she had so much to do and did not go. So she wandered around at Christmas time, giving Christmas goodies to kids at Christmas. Babushka means grandmother, and she's a form of Mother Christmas. Mother Christmas gives us different nurturing energies from the cosmic feminine energies. Rev is sharing that long before Santa charioted his flying reindeers across our mystical sky rivers, it was the female reindeer who drew the sleigh of the sun goddess at winter solstice. It was when we Christianized the so-called pagan traditions of winter that the white-bearded man, that is Father Christmas, was born. So beautiful ones. For this time of year, a reindeer in art like cards and wrapping paper and yard ornaments has to be the female who still has her antlers that time of year. She has them. There are rich traditions that teach the light of life were in their antlers. With the female reindeers, they were the leaders of the herd with their mother nurturing instincts. So it was her that was the power and symbol of fertility, of motherhood, of regeneration, and the rebirth of the sun. Sure sounds like the winter solstice. The female reindeer was honored in so many ways. Her images, her energies, part of the altars of shamans, people buried with her images. Her images appeared in clothing, painted on drums, etched in stone and rocks. The reindeer was often rendered leaping, flying through the sky rivers with her neck outstretched and rear front legs extended as far as possible. I'm sure most of us have seen artwork with a female reindeer and her antlers depicted as the tree of life, with all kinds of animals and cosmic entities like the sun and moon and stars in this tree of life. For these northern cultures, it was the reindeer mother who brought the light of life to the people through her flight. The indigenous Sami people who live in 4 countries, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. Today there are around 2,600 of these people in Norway who make their living from herding reindeer. And the majority of the region of northern Norway is actually used for raising reindeer. The Sami people were treated just like the indigenous folks in the Americas. Remember the second line of Do Re Mi, Re, a drop of golden sun? Well, the traditional Sami people warm butter representing the sun was smeared on doorposts so they could give strength and let her fly higher and higher into the sky rivers. One can see this in their artwork with this sun goddess and her daughter inside many reindeer antlers representing the return of the green to Mother Earth and making the land fertile. Other northern traditions have the goddess of the sun flying across the heavens in a sleigh pulled by horned reindeers, and they threw pebbles of amber, symbolizing the sun, into people's chimneys. That's quite interesting. Being around folks from 177 countries, I've learned so many different traditions that are beautiful and refreshing and meaningful to know. The people over the earth are precious, and their ways of seeing and believing and doing are totally amazing. Precious beings of the moor, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. What? I think I see through the skylight a herd of reindeer blessing us. Has to be those fabulous female reindeer. They have their antlers. Have a most sacred holiday wrapped in pure love and light and tranquility. Big sky hugs to you. Every breath is sacred. Every step is sacred. You are sacred. You are the Christmas gift of light to the cosmos.